Find the product of the binomials. This word product implies that we are multiplying. And we can see that we're multiplying here. Look, this is one binomial in parentheses. And then here's the other one. And notice that there's no symbol in between them. We don't have a plus, so we're not adding. We don't have a minus, we're not subtracting. There's actually nothing there. And when there's no symbol in between them, it's an invisible multiplication symbol. So that's what we have to do here is multiply. Now, when we're multiplying polynomials, we have to distribute every term from our first polynomial to every term in the second polynomial. Now here we've got two terms. So two terms in the front, two terms in the back. That's why I called this a binomial, and this is also a binomial. So we have a binomial times a binomial. Let's go ahead and do the distributions. So I'll start with the first term here, which is negative 4p. Distribute that here to the first term in the back. And when we distribute, we're always multiplying. So this is how it's going to work. When we're multiplying, the coefficients will multiply. So I'm going to do negative 4 times 3, which gives me a negative 12. Now, if we have variables like we do here, p and a p, if the variable is the same, which it is here, the exponents are going to add. So this is like an invisible exponent of a 1. This is also invisible exponent of 1. 1 plus 1 is a 2. So what I'm going to get here, variable p, exponent 2. And that's the rule. Coefficients multiply, exponents add. So that was the first distribution. Now let's take the same term, the first one in the front, distribute it to the second one in the back. So here we're going to do negative 4 times negative 2. Negative times negative makes a positive, so that's going to be positive 8. There's a p here, but not 1 here, so this is just going to remain a p to the power 1. Okay, now we need to go to the second term in our first binomial, which is the negative 1, and let's distribute that. Negative 1 times 3p is just going to give us a negative 3p. And what I'm going to do is line it up right underneath the p term that I already have. So notice that I wrote it here and not here. Why did I do that? Well, our final step is going to be combine like terms. And these two here are actually like terms because they both have the same variable with the same exponent. All right, let's do our last distribution. Negative 1 times negative 2. Negative times negative will give us a positive. 1 times 2 is a 2. So these are our four terms. Our last step is going to be combine like terms. So that means we're going to add these together. And the way that I set this up here, our like terms are already stacked on top of each other. That's actually for these two. These two are like terms. Those are going to combine. The negative 12p squared is not going to combine because there is no like term, so that's just going to come straight down. So what we'll get here, negative 12p squared. This term over here, the constant term, also has no other term to combine with, so that's just going to drop straight down, plus 2. Now, in the middle, we're going to have to combine like terms. Combining like terms, the variable is not going to change, so this is going to remain p. And we're just going to add the coefficients. So we're going to do positive 8 plus negative 3, which will give us a positive 5. So this is going to be plus 5p. And this here is our final answer.